From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for the debate.
Thank you for joining us on the debate at 9 p.m. I'm Niranjan Narayanaswamy, filling in for Arnab Goswami, who will be back on this show very, very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight at 9 p.m. we're coming to you with two subjects. From 9 to 9:45, the very controversial subject of the Tirupati Laddu. We've been debating it for the last 3 to 4 days. But why are we picking it up once again today? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this show and if you're a Hindu, then you will be as angry as I am on the Tirupati Laddu controversy. Now, I felt when I heard Asaduddin Owaisi's comment today while making a comparison to the Tirupati Laddu to the Waqf bill and talking about Asta versus Asta, I felt that comparison was not required. And that is why we in the newsroom at Republic Media Network felt this is a subject that we should pick up to remind Asaduddin Owaisi and those supporting him why such a comparison is blasphemous. Here are the headlines on the show tonight.
प्रसाद में आप बोल रहे कि एनिमल फैट आ गया तो गलत है, बोल हम भी मानते गलत है, मगर यहाँ पर हमारी आस्था हमारे धर्म में ये तो वक्फ बोर्ड तो मुस्लिम धर्म का हिस्सा है, तो इसलिए ये जो बिल मोदी लाए हैं वो वक्फ प्रॉपर्टीज को छीनना चाह रहे।
Owaisi stokes another controversy. Sitting in Hyderabad, he wades into the Laddu controversy, compares Laddu controversy to the Waqf bill. Says the feeling is the same. Many slamming Asaduddin Owaisi politically, and even viewers, normal public, asking Owaisi what's the link and why he's trying to pour ghee on the insult. Another record turnout in Jammu and Kashmir in the second phase of elections. We have a heated debate coming up on the show. Asaduddin Owaisi likes to make comparisons and he likes to give sound bites just to provoke the people. And he's done it again. Using the trending and debating subject of Tirupati Laddus. While making the comparison of Tirupati Laddus to the Waqf bill, he says the feeling is the same in the Hindu community when it comes to Tirupati Laddu. Similarly, he says that's how the Muslim community feels when it comes to the Waqf bill. Can he make that comparison at all? Is there a comparison at all? What's the link? Here's what he said, and then we debate.
The political slugfest over the Waqf reform bill is making headlines. This after AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi's fiery verbal attack on the BJP and RSS.
ये एक झूठा प्रोपेगेंडा बीजेपी आरएसएस ये कर रही है पूरे देश में कि वक्फ प्रॉपर्टी जो है वो एक प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी है। बीजेपी इसको ऐसा बता रही है कि ये गवर्नमेंट प्रॉपर्टी है। दूसरा एक झूठा प्रोपेगेंडा बीजेपी आरएसएस और उनके अलाइज की तरफ से किया जा रहा है कि वक्फ बोर्ड के पास देश में 9,40,000 एकड़ जमीन है। ये एक अफवाह फैलाई जा रही है।
Drawing a bizarre parallel between the Waqf board and the Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam, the AIMIM MLA questioned why the former should allow outsiders when the TTD doesn't.
प्रसाद में आप बोल रहे कि एनिमल फैट आ गया तो गलत है, और हम भी मानते गलत है, नहीं आना चाहिए, उनकी आस्था है। मगर यहां पर हमारी आस्था, हमारे धर्म में ये तो वक्फ बोर्ड तो मुस्लिम धर्म का हिस्सा है, तो इसलिए ये जो बिल मोदी लाए हैं, उनकी सरकार लाई है, वो वक्फ प्रॉपर्टीज को छीनना चाह रहे।
Meanwhile, Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju spoke about extensive consultation rounds that are underway.
वक्फ अमेंडमेंट बिल तो आप लोग को पता है पेश किया है, अब जॉइंट पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी के पास गए हैं और हम चाहते हैं कि ये विंटर सेशन आते आते जॉइंट पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी अपना काम पूरा करे।
The question is, despite extensive consultations, why is Owaisi engaging in constant politicization? Why is Owaisi putting the Tirupati Laddu issue and the Waqf amendment row on the very same pedestal? Is the adulteration of the sacred Tirupati Prasadam the same as the demand for institutional transparency? Amid a fresh upward in the political saber rattling over the Waqf bill, the biggest question: can the JPC arrive at a consensus on the proposed reforms?
Joining us on the debate this evening are Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson of the BJP. I have Ratan Sharda, author. Jyotsna Trinagari, National Spokesperson of the TDP. I have Adil Hassan, National Spokesperson of the AIMIM. Professor Pullarao, political analyst, and Abdul Razak, yet to join us. Okay. Adil Hassan, see, Asaduddin Owaisi is a very educated barrister, very well spoken. I've seen Asaduddin Owaisi, I've met him, I've spoken to him several times. I speak to him often, when there is a news story. Asaduddin Owaisi, the barrister and the educated man, is very different in public than when he is in private when it comes to matters of religious affairs. But I would expect Asaduddin Owaisi to know the difference between religious sentiments and matters of governance. See, Waqf is a regulation, right? Waqf is a matter of regulation. The Tirupati Laddu is a matter of religious sentiments. I'll tell you why. I'll give you an example, right? And I'm not naming any religion, and I'm requesting all our panelists to be very calm in this debate because, it's concerning religion, and please don't speak out of turn and don't make any comments that will hurt religious sentiments. See, I'm coming from the city of Bengaluru. I was born in the city of Bengaluru, okay? Adil. And many years ago, and almost 2 decades ago, I will tell you, there were some scoundrels, okay? You know what these scoundrels would do? These scoundrels would cut a pig's head and they would throw it into a place of worship. I'm not naming the place of worship. I'm not saying which religions the scoundrels belong to, but these scoundrels would do that. That is a matter of religious sentiment, okay? Now, let's leave that aside. Now, my point is, you can't compare Tirupati Laddus to Waqf. There is no comparison. Was it required, Adil?
Now, may I speak?
Yes, please.
सर, बड़ी सब्र से आपकी बात सुना, उम्मीद है कि आप भी मेरी बात सुने।
Yes.
आप जो देश की भावना की बात कर रहे हैं, इस देश को यह भी सोचना चाहिए कि एक 80 साल की महिला उड़ीसा में अपना ओल्ड एज पेंशन के लिए, वहां भाजपा सरकार है, उसको 2 किलोमीटर क्रॉल करना पड़ा। गाजियाबाद में
सर, ये रिलीजियस वापस 2 स्टेप पीछे लीजिए। ये हम आएंगे इस बात पे, इस मुद्दे पे आएंगे। हमने 1 मिनट
साइट पर मेट्रोमोनियल,
मुझे पता था आप ये करेंगे।
ये भी एक रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट,
मुझे पता था। नहीं, ये देखिए, आगे मैं रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ। 1 मिनट, मैं रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ। नहीं, मैं रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट, 1 मिनट, आदिल प्रोवोक मत कीजिए आप। ये रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट की बात है। रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट के बारे में बात नहीं कीजिए आप। रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट के बारे में बात कीजिए आप। नहीं, मत कीजिए आप।
क्या नहीं करे? 30 में चौक किया गया, ये भी
नहीं, मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ, कंपैरिजन क्या है यहाँ पे? कंपैरिजन क्या है?
मिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब ने जैसे अगर आपका सेंटिमेंट, अगर आपका लड्डू में सेंटिमेंट है तो हमारा भी वक्फ बोर्ड सेंटिमेंट है। ये हमारे बाप दादा ने जमीन की है। I will not join. Ask मिस्टर संजू वर्मा to
मिस्टर नहीं, मिस्टर संजू वर्मा, एक मिनट, मिस संजू वर्मा, 1 मिनट, मिस संजू वर्मा, एक मिनट,
मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
संजू वर्मा is a lady who is joining us. She is a BJP spokesperson, not मिस्टर नहीं है। एक मिनट सुन लीजिए आप, एक मिनट आदिल जी सुन लीजिए आप।
She got the best expert in interruption.
नहीं, एक मिनट, आपका कंपैरिजन में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया AIMIM को वायरिंग, थोड़ा वायरिंग में प्रॉब्लम है आज, कंपैरिजन गलत कंपैरिजन हो रहा है। एक मिनट,
मेरा वायरिंग बहुत अच्छा है, आपको
सुन लीजिए आप, एक मिनट सुन लीजिए आप, एक मिनट, होल्ड ऑन, आई गिव यू 20 seconds टू कम टू द पॉइंट। मेरा जो मुद्दा था, मुद्दे पे आइए आप, रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट के बारे में 20 सेकंड देता हूं, उसके बाद संजू वर्मा।
अगर वक्फ बोर्ड हमारे बाप दादा ने अल्लाह और अल्लाह के रसूल के नाम पर दिया है, वो हमारा रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट है। अगर आपका लड्डू में रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट है, हम उसकी इज्जत करते हैं। उस बोर्ड का मेंबर में जो भी मेंबर थे सब नॉन मुस्लिम थे, उसमें बीजेपी का एमएलए भी था। चंद्रबाबू नायडू उस वक्त राहुल गांधी के गोद में खेल रहे थे। वाईएसआर केंद्र में मोदी सरकार का समर्थन किए, तो उसमें हमारा कोई गलती नहीं है। हम चाहते हैं दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो, लेकिन वक्फ बोर्ड हमारा सेंटिमेंट है। व्हाई यू आर इंटरफेयरिंग?
अरे एक मिनट, ये क्या सेंटिमेंट के बारे में बात हो रही है? एक मिनट आदिल जी, 20 सेकंड हो गया, एक मिनट, 20 सेकंड हो गया, 20 सेकंड हो गया, अभी 20 सेकंड हो गया, 20 सेकंड हो गया, अभी आप चुप रहिए, आप चुप रहिए। मैं सेंटिमेंट के बारे में मैं भी बोल सकता हूं। ओके संजू, व्हेन पीपल, अरे सुन लीजिए भाई साहब सुन लीजिए, सेंटिमेंट के बारे में बात कर, नहीं, एक मिनट सुन लीजिए, आप सुन लीजिए, मैं बोलता हूं सेंटिमेंट क्या होता है। सेंटिमेंट ये होता है जब आप जाते हो और तुम बोलते हो, आप माने पता नहीं कौन, लेकिन वो जाके बोलते हैं तमिलनाडु में कि मंदिर वक्फ प्रॉपर्टी का है, वो भी सेंटिमेंट है। संजू का चांस है, आप प्लीज चुप रहिए, सुन लीजिए आप। संजू वर्मा का चांस है, संजू को सुन लीजिए आप, संजू को सुन लीजिए आप।
संजू को सुनते
नहीं, अभी बात ही नहीं शुरू हुई, बैटिंग नहीं
शांत हो जाइए, अभी आपके बोलने की बारी खत्म है, मेरे बोलने की बारी है, शांत रहिए और सुनिए।
उनको पता भी नहीं है, पता भी नहीं है आपको, मैं बोलता हूं संजू के बाद।
Few very quick points. Niranjan, can you ask this man to stop giving me background music? I did not heckle him. शांत हो जाइए आदिल हसन, आपकी बारी में बोलिए
प्लीज। आप आदिल ये सही नहीं है, आदिल सही नहीं है, सुन लीजिए आप, सुन लीजिए आप।
Stop making stupid blabbers on national television. Thank you.
आदिल प्लीज डोंट हेकल हर। हेलो आदिल, 1 मिनट, 1 मिनट, आदिल मत कीजिए, ये गलत है। 1 मिनट, संजू वेट, डोंट, ही विल कीप हेकलिंग यू। 1 सेकंड आदिल, ये ठीक नहीं है। नहीं, सुन लीजिए, जब आप बात कर रहे थे, सुन लीजिए आप, बहुत सीरियस मामला है, प्लीज आप ऐसे मत कीजिए। आप, मैंने आपको वार्निंग दे रहा हूं, मत कीजिए आप। जब वो बात करी थी, मैंने उनको बोला था, मैंने उनको भी बोला था चुप रहने के लिए। आप प्लीज, आप चुप रहिए, अभी चुप रहिए आप। नहीं, आप चुप रहिए, आप चुप रहिए, आप 1 मिनट चुप रहिए, आप 1 मिनट, 1 मिनट प्लीज। नो, प्लीज डोंट क्रॉस द लाइन।
ठीक से बोलिए।
आप मुझे बोल रहे हैं,
किसको लो कीजिए,
किसको बोल रहे हैं, किसको? मुझे बोल रहे हैं, मेरे ट्यूशन टीचर है आप, मेरे ट्यूशन टीचर है आप, आप मेरे ट्यूशन टीचर हो। मैं संजू को भी बोला चुप रहने के लिए, आप चुप रहिए 1 मिनट। अरे डिबेट को बर्बाद मत कीजिए आप प्लीज। सभ्यता है, सुन लीजिए। मैं एक और बार रिपीट कर रहा हूं, मेरे क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर रहा हूं, सुन लीजिए आप। क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर रहा हूं, ये संजू के लिए है और अब बात नहीं करेंगे संजू के ऊपर। वक्फ बोर्ड in Tamil Nadu, to all our viewers, one example I'm giving. Religious sentiments. Waqf board in Tamil Nadu recently claimed ownership of an entire village. The village has a 1,500-year-old temple. The temple is older than the religion claiming it. That is religious sentiment. Sanju.
Thank you. Niranjan, first and foremost, thank you for, reining all of us in and ensuring that we don't speak out of turn. I have some very few quick points to make. The most important point is this. Asaduddin Owaisi has repeatedly said that the Waqf Amendment Act is against the spirit of Article 25 of the Constitution, because Article 25 gives everybody the freedom to profess, practice and propagate a religion of their choice. But Asaduddin Owaisi forgets that the very constitution which gives him, you, me rights under Article 25 also says that every fundamental right of the Indian constitution is subject to public order, morality and health. No fundamental right functions in vacuum. That is my point number one. My point number two is this. Asaduddin Owaisi also says that the Waqf Amendment Act is against the spirit of Article 26 of the Constitution, which gives minorities, including Muslims, the rights to administer religious institutions of their choice in the manner that they deem fit. What Asaduddin Owaisi forgets to mention is that there is a very big disclaimer within Article 26. Article 26 clearly says that any religious group can manage and administer religious institutions of their choice, but subject to the legal and the jurisdictional provisions as per the Indian Constitution and as per the law of the land, which means that Article 26 also does not function in a vacuum or in isolation. Finally, the larger jurisprudence of the law of the land will prevail over everything else. The third and most important point is this. Asaduddin Owaisi says that this is a figment of our imagination, figment of the BJP's wild imagination, figment of the Modi government, but this is nobody's figment. These are hard facts, and the hard facts are these. There are today 8.7 lakh Waqf properties. The total value of these properties is in excess of 1.2 lakh crore, and the total land that the Waqf board currently has under its ambit is in excess of 9.4 lakh acres. But the most important point is this, which Asaduddin Owaisi needs to hear loud and clear. He says that the Waqf board is representative of the larger Muslims, and I did some homework, Niranjan, and I was shocked to find out that there are only 32 Waqf boards in India, out of which there are only 2 Shia Waqf boards, one in Bihar, one in Uttar Pradesh. So the Waqf board basically represents only Sunni Muslims. It does not represent Shias, it does not represent Hazaras, it does not represent Ahmadiyas, it does not represent Boras. For Asaduddin Owaisi to say that the Waqf board is representative of the interests of the larger
Can I get the AIMIM counter, Sanju?
Hence absolute rubbish.
Yeah, okay. Sanju, I want to give the AIMIM 30 seconds to counter you, and then I want to open up the debate. I want to get the other panelists in. In all fairness, Adil, आपको 30 सेकंड दे रहा हूं respond करने के लिए, कीजिए, लेकिन factual counter दीजिए आप.
सबसे पहले जो वक्फ बोर्ड की बात कर रहे हैं, वक्फ बोर्ड जो है वो वक्फ बोर्ड का जो सीईओ होता है और सीईओ सरकार का अधीनस्थ होता है, ज्वाइंट सेक्रेटरी रैंक का ऑफिसर होता है, वो कोई शरिया कोर्ट और कोई मुस्लिम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उसको अपॉइंट नहीं करती है, और ट्रिब्यूनल चेयरमैन इज अपॉइंटेड बाय द चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ दैट सब उस स्टेट. और आप जो बार बार बोल रहे हैं 12 लाख एकड़ से ज्यादा हिंदू इंडोनमेंट बोर्ड के पास जमीन है आंध्र प्रदेश, तेलंगाना, तमिलनाडु और उड़ीसा में, उसका वो वक्फ बोर्ड से लाखों ज्यादा है. ये बार बार
कौन बोल रहे हैं
किया जा रहा है कि वक्फ बोर्ड को, ये सच्चाई में बोल रहा हूं, आई कैन गिव यू ऑल द एविडेंस. और महिला पहले से रहती थी, 2 महिला पहले से रहती थी.
सरासर झूठ बोल रहे हैं.
Hello. One second. I'm opening. Sanju, don't respond to him. Adil, counter coming. 1 minute. Counter coming. Adil, counter coming. 1 minute. Adil, hold on. Counter coming. 1 minute. Counter. Sanju, wait. Don't respond to him. Sanju, don't respond to him. Sanju, don't respond to him. Sanju, don't respond to him. Don't respond. I mean, 1 minute. I'm opening it up. Please. I want to bring in the other panelists. I'll bring in Abdul Razak at this point along with Jyotsna. Okay? And I'll give you an anecdote. Ratan Sharda, listen to this. Abdul Razak was in the Republic Kannada studio a few days back. He's in Bengaluru. So we had a debate in Kannada. He's a Kannada-speaking, Muslim leader from Bengaluru. He was there in one of our debates, in the Tirupati Laddu debate. And our anchor in the studio had laddus from Tirupati. There is a TTD office in Bengaluru, so we managed to get, the laddus from there. And on that debate, at the end of the debate, we thought, in the right spirit, we'll give that laddu to everybody in the studio. You know, everybody, if you're in Bengaluru, if people celebrate festivals together, it's common, right? All our panelists had the laddu. But Abdul Razak did not have the laddu. He had a doubt.
Because I'm not a hypocrite.
No. Hear me. Calm down. Abdul Razak did not have the laddu because he had a doubt whether there were traces of pork in that laddu, and I respect that.
Sir,
you should respect
that.
that.
What are you talking about when there are reports of the Gujarat lab saying that there was
yes.
lard and...
Sir, listen. Hello. Wait, I haven't completed my question. Can you let me complete my question?
We will not eat
no, you didn't.
Product which is mixed with pork, fat,
don't. Abdul Razak, verbal diarrhea is not good. Hear my question first.
Sir,
Hear my
it is
question.
not verbal diarrhea. I'm not
Hear my question.
Not eat or will not eat.
I have not.
That is my religion.
I have not asked a question. Why are you reacting? My question was, you didn't eat that because there are traces, which has now been confirmed. So I respect that. That is religious sentiment which must be respected.
Yes.
Abdul, that is religious, a sentiment that should be respected. But how is it that when you go stake claim to a temple that has been there for 1,500 years, for towns, you stake claim on towns and villages that existed for 1,500 years. You want that property, right? Is that not religious sentiment? I want Jyots. Okay, Razak first and then Jyotsna. Jyotsna ji, give him a minute to respond. Give him a minute to respond, Jyotsna ji.
Belongs to Tamil Nadu. We are not making baseless claims like Taj Mahal means Tejo Mahal, Qutub Minar is Vishnu Stambh. We are not making any Tom, Dick and Harry stories, and we are not making, baseless claims. The claim has a valid fact, valid proof for that. And that was the reason why it was said that the said land in Tamil Nadu belongs to Waqf Board. Are there any baseless claims like Taj Mahal ko Tejo Mahal bana do, Qutub Minar ko Vishnu Stambh bana do? We are not talking rubbish and we are not talking nonsense. Adulteration in any form, even if it
I am going to stop you at that stage. Razak, pause. I want Jyotsna to respond. Razak, hold on. Factual counter. Razak, Jyotsna ji, I'm asking you a question. I'm stopping him right there because I want to factually counter him. He said we are not talking cock-bull stories, right? We're not making up such stories. Those were the words used by Abdul Razak. Abdul Razak, I will hammer your point right now with the cock and bull story that the Waqf Board came up with. The cock and bull story. By the way, before I tell you the year, the start of Islam is marked in the year 610. Okay? The Waqf Board claimed ownership of the entire Tiruchendurai village in Tamil Nadu. The village has a 1,500-year-old Manindiyal Valli Sameti Chandrasekhara Swami temple, 1,500 years old. The temple is older than the religion of Islam.
Temple.
That is a cock and bull story. Laying claim to that is a cock and bull story. Jyotsna, it's Jyotsna's turn. I want Jyotsna to come in. I've given you your turn. Jyotsna is coming in. Wait. Jyotsna is coming in. Razak, I told you. Hold on. Jyotsna.
Listen. Hold on. This is what they want exactly, Niranjan. I'm telling you this. The mere statement of Asaduddin Owaisi is just not a pure reflection of his notorious mindset, but also the fact that he's politically immature. I'll tell you why. Here, let's talk about two issues, because he compared two issues. Waqf Board ka issue is more about legal definitions, property rights, and management and something like that. Isn't it, Niranjan? Whereas the Tirupati Laddu issue, it concerns about religious purity and tradition and the dietary constructions and all that. So these statements of, listen Razakji, listen. The statement of Owaisi is an attempt to stir communal tensions. Merely he's exploiting religious sentiments.
That is the comparison. Why such a big
one thing, sir. You need to listen. Where did the comparison come from? That's what I'm asking. Where did the comparison come from? What the legal framework है? इसके ऊपर JPC लगाया. आपको कुछ है तो JPC में जाके बोलो. Asaduddin Owaisi in parliament.
No. Jyotsna ji. I want to bring in Ratan Sharda and Professor Pullara. 1 minute. I want to bring in Professor Jyotsna ji. Listen to this. You'll really enjoy this point. All of you will enjoy this point. To take the cock and bull theory forward, I'm going to ask Abdul Razak a yes or no question. He will only say yes or no. Did a Muslim... 1 minute, listen to me, Razak. Did a Muslim leader in Bengaluru... Razak, I'm repeating it. Did a Muslim leader in Bengaluru/Karnataka claim that the Vidhana Sauda in Bengaluru is Waqf property? Yes or no?
You are talking about the former Waqf.
Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Tell me yes or no.
But there is a story behind.
Tell me yes or no. I said yes or no question.
Yes.
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 Ho gaya.
Yes.
Stop. Enough. They want to stake claim to the assembly in Karnataka. 1 minute. They want to stake claim to the assembly in Karnataka. I'm going to go to Professor Pullarao. No. I'm going to Professor Pullarao. Professor Pullarao and Ratan Sharda has not spoken. Ratan Sharda.
Ask them.
Yeah.
Ask them why are they linking religious sensitivity with legal framework. You need to ask that question.
I'm asking that question. I'm going to Ratan Sharda. Ratan Sharda and Professor Pullarao. Okay. I'm going to calm this debate down. I'm going to calm this debate down. I'm going to calm this debate down a bit. I'm getting Ratan Sharda and Professor Pullarao, very, very senior analysts on opposite sides of the political spectrum. Ratan Sharda, Owaisi knows how to spin a headline, create a controversy, right? Get people talking about an issue. Waqf was almost forgotten. People were living with it. And then he does this, right? You see the ridiculousness of the Waqf. How can you compare the two? Ratan Sharda, in your view, could he have avoided it? Ratan Sharda and Professor Pullarao, yes.
Well, Niranjan, to my mind, Professor, you want to go first?
No, you talk. I enjoy listening to you. You talk.
It's fantastic. At least you're speaking to each other.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
See, for me, Asaduddin Owaisi deliberately is trying to rub salt in Hindu wounds. Now, what is the point of debate? Debate is the persecution of Hindus by taking over their temples versus privilege that Muslims enjoy under the constitution. It is a debate between right taken away by Congress from Hindus and given special rights gifted to Muslims by Congress, by the Waqf board, and taking away temples under HRC. It's a debate between Hindus who want justice for their temples being taken over, given this useless prasad, and putting even prasad into a tender business. The debate is between Hindus have been disempowered by the constitution, the law, by not having rights to govern their own temples, their own religious affairs, even teaching their own religious text or scriptures in their schools. It is versus Muslims given extra power by giving this Waqf board, amending the constitution. What was wrong with the Waqf Board Act of 1954? Where were Muslims from 1947 to 1954? If that was Waqf board and that was what the Muslims wanted, then what changed that it became a very highly toxic, overly powerful 1995 amendment? Was Waqf board not Muslim enough before that? And why it was again amended by Congress in 2013? Was Waqf board not Muslim enough? These are the issues that are being discussed. And nobody is taking over Waqf. We are worried that Waqf will take over our homes, our villages, our temples. See, Mughals ruled over mass land in Bharat. So tomorrow they will say every land belongs to Muslims. They wanted land, they wanted Sharia, they were given Pakistan. One third of the land with bloody violences and murder of lakhs of people, dishousing of crores of people was created. Now they want the same rights back in Bharat. Then why is the division done on India? So all this is unnecessary creation of persecution complex. The Waqf was there before that, 1954, and that was not a religious faith. Then what was 1995? What was 2013? So the entire debate is a hocus pocus. It carries no weight. It is not related to Sharia because there is no Waqf before 1954. Then what are Muslims doing at that time? So these are all useless, pointless debates, creating heat, creating hate between the people, and making a joke out of faith of Hindus have been hurt very badly. To my mind, Laddu is not the issue. Laddu is symbolic of misheading of Hindus, their own religious faith, and by taking over the temple, 3,000, 4,000 crore worth of donation every year, and my prasadam is sold to me, and that too under the tender process, is a mercantile business. It is a temple. What the hell is these people doing by making a tender, a mercantile business out of this prasadam? Did Hindu ask for poor prasad? Did they ask for to pay for the prasad? They should be given it free. What are they doing with all the money? They are using the money for secular purposes of government. They are using the money for madrasas and churches also but they are not using the money for giving prasadam to people who actually contributed to this particular temple. So I want my temples back. I have no issue by one batch of laddus have got some impurity or not, because it shows total lack of faith, total people who are on the governing the temples, who have no devotion to this particular dharma, who have no devotion to this Bhagwan Tirupati, and they don't deserve to be on the trust, and we deserve better than this.
Yeah. Professor Rao.
Okay, let me make one correction. I heard everything that our friend said. I don't disagree with any one of them. One big correction. The Joint Parliamentary Committee on Waqf was set up in 2002 when Vajpayee was Prime Minister. Bairat Singh Shekhawat was the chairman of Rajya Sabha, and the first chairman was Lal Jan Basha, belonging to the Telugu Desam party. It was not Rahman Khan who came later. The entire report was compiled, formulated during Mr. Vajpayee's time. That was before they set it up, not the Congress party. Later on, what the Congress party did, I don't defend what they did. That's the history. The second part of it is, I don't want to go into what Mr. Owaisi said, but he has, as Ms. Sanju Verma has said, articles so she quoted. Article 19, Mr. Owaisi has the right to talk. He has a right to talk. That is the major problem that's going on here. He has a right to talk. And he has talked. Therefore, I think we should not grudge him. We should not grudge him that. Let the differences come out. Let the differences come out in the open. And we can try to resolve it in a democracy. We need not be afraid of an opinion. Yes, stating his opinion. It's not the last word on the issue. And it should be, and he has not yet said his view. And we cannot tell him, don't have this view. And therefore, we should let that argument be there and define the Laddu issue. And all of this is another thing. Niranjanji,
Yes.
one small point I just want to make. Since you have given a lot of emphasis to Tirupati temple.
Yes.
Even the other day, I mentioned this. Why isn't the Andhra Pradesh government and central government removing Tirupati from the state government's control? This is a great opportunity.
I'll tell you
Public
the,
support will be there.
May I
The
come
biggest
in, Niranjan?
opportunity.
I need to make a rebuttal, please, because you made some points about what I had to speak
can I ask one question?
and what I had to say earlier on in the debate.
I want to
May
ask
make
one
my
question.
rebuttal, please?
Yeah, I'm letting you speak, Sanju, but I want to ask one question to the entire panel. Okay? One question to the entire
Yes.
panel. Just nod your head or shake your head and I'll understand, okay? Were there non-Hindus in the TTD board? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
No.
Oh!
No. There was
Yes. Anyone who says no is lying to his
I haven't completed second part of my question. Razak, relax. Razak, hold on. Don't be excited.
There were.
Why? No, wait. Does Owaisi or anybody in these Muslim groups fighting against the Waqf bill, are they for or against inclusion of non-Muslims in the Waqf, in the new Waqf bill, on the new Waqf board? Yes or no? Do they want non-Muslims on the Waqf board, the new Waqf board?
We don't want adulteration.
Exactly. You don't want. Fine. You don't want. You answered my question. Sanju's coming in. I wanted to ask. My point is made. Sanju and then Jyotsna. Sanju. Adil, Sanju.
Thank you. Niranjan, I agree with Mr. Pularao. Article 19 gives you, me, Jyotsna, Mr. Ratan Sharda, each one of us, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. But I fail to understand, I've never seen Mr. Pularao stand up in solidarity with Hindus, when the matter is about Hindus and their free speech, Hindus and their freedom of expression, Hindus and their rights under what their Hindu dharma or Sanatan dharma entails. But that is not the moot point of the debate. I would like to point out, and for the benefit of your audience, nobody on the panel has spoken about the very, very important judgment given very, very recently, barely a few hours back, by the Delhi High Court, which has actually rejected the claims of the Shahi Idgah Committee. The Shahi Idgah Committee did not want the statue of Maharani Jhansi, Rani of Jhansi, to be installed at the Shahi Idgah Park at Sadar Bazaar in Delhi. And this is what the single judge bench of the Delhi High Court said to the Shahi Idgah Committee, which I think every Muslim and every sane-minded Indian should hear. The Delhi High Court said, Rani of Jhansi is a national hero. The Waqf board has no business undermining our national heroes, point number one.
Yeah.
Then the Delhi High Court said that, the Delhi Development Authority, the DDA, has absolute right to maintain any property that it deems fit, and the Waqf has no legal or fundamental right to oppose the maintenance and upkeep that the DDA engages in, including of statues like that of Rani of Jhansi, which needs to be installed at the Shahi Idgah Park. Then the Delhi High Court said to the Shahi Idgah Committee, do not make scandalous comments. And the fourth point was the most important one, which the likes of Asaduddin Owaisi need to hear. The Delhi High Court said, let the Waqf board not make scandalous comments, let the Waqf board not divide people on the grounds of religion, not divide people on the basis of communal overtones, and not polarize people within the country. So Asaduddin Owaisi needs to stop polarizing people, needs to stop dividing people, needs to stop communalizing every issue. The Waqf Amendment Act is about bringing in accountability, bringing in transparency, digitizing records, and setting in place a legal mechanism if you really want to reclaim an illegal property.
No, I want to know how is it about Astha? No, 1 minute. Because he said, I'll tell you his exact quote. 1 minute. 1 minute. Sanju, 1 second. Sanju, 1 second. He says, प्रसाद में आप बोल रहे थे कि एनिमल फैट आ गया तो गलत है, वो उनकी आस्था है, मगर यहाँ पर हमारी आस्था है, वक्फ बोर्ड मुस्लिम धर्म की हिस्सा है. ये आस्था की बात कैसी हुई? ये स्टैट्यूटरी बोर्ड है ना सर जी? आदिल, ये स्टैट्यूटरी बोर्ड है ना? स्टैट्यूटरी बोर्ड है. हाउ इज इट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ ऑल मुस्लिम्स? 1 मिनट. आदिल से पूछ रहा हूँ.
There is no sensitivity to this because it was not there before 54. It was amended in 95. Amended in 2013.
Yeah. Let me speak.
Adil, 30 seconds. Adil.
My name is Adil. My name is not Ratan Sarda Sahib. My name is Adil.
I didn't know.
Please let me speak. Please.
I didn't know you were Adil. I thought you were some other grey person.
Okay. Adil, go ahead.
You need some cataract.
You're wasting time, sir. Go ahead. You're wasting time, Adil. Go ahead.
Yes.
No.
You need
my dear brother, my concern is that ईदगाह मस्जिद ये हमारी आस्था का केंद्र है. इमाम कौन रहेंगे वो रतन सारदा और संजू वर्मा नहीं करेंगी.
हाँ.
रानी लक्ष्मीबाई का फैसला. लेट मी स्पीक.
हमको कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है.
लेट मी स्पीक. अंकल लेट मी स्पीक.
कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. नहीं, आप गलत इल्जाम मत लगाइए. हमको कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं तुम्हारे इमाम में. हमको कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं मस्जिद के अंदर.
No, don't call him uncle. He's got a name. He's got a name. Adil, उसको अंकल मत बुलाइए आप. उसको अंकल मत बुलाइए आप. ये ठीक नहीं है. आप उनको अंकल मत बुलाइए. ये क्या है अंकल बुलाना? ना, अंकल क्यों बुला रहे हैं उसको? अंकल नहीं, आप ऐसे बोल रहे हैं कि वो हम डिसाइड करेंगे. और सुन लीजिए, आपने जाके शिवालय, मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको, शिवालय जो लखनऊ में था उसको जाके रजिस्टर कर लिया वक्फ प्रॉपर्टी करके. हाँ, उत्तर प्रदेश या सेंट्रल वक्फ बोर्ड के साथ आप कोल्यूट करके. हाँ, 1 minute. Sanju, one sec. Sanju, no need to call anybody names. No need to call anybody names. Just because he said something, no need to call anybody names. I'm running out of time. No need to call anybody names. There is absolutely no reason to call anybody names. Please take everything back. There's no need to call anybody names. No need to call it. I've told him there's no need to call anybody uncle. You don't have to call him any names either. Please take that back. Take that back. I'm ending the debate. Run out of time. Ratan Sarda ji, it's a very sensitive debate. We'll speak again. It's a very sensitive debate, not the kind we can have with Adil, please. Adil, आपको भी ना थोड़ा, please, you have to learn to respect other panelists. You have to learn to respect Adil. आप ऐसे नहीं कर सकते आप. ऐसे नहीं कर सकते आप. बहुत गलत किया आपने. Please, uncle, कैसे बुलाते आप? No, Sanju, you can't say that. Please take that back. I've run out of time. I've run out of time. I'm sorry, only because I'm short of time. Only because I'm short of time. I'm thanking all our panelists. I'm short of time, Ratanji, I apologize. I've run out of time because I have an interview with Amitabh Kant coming up. Amitabh Kant on 10 years of Make in India. Make in India is not just a slogan anymore. It's a reality. Think about 10 to 11 years back when India would manufacture just about 5 crore mobile phones. Today we produce over 60 crore mobile phones, and all of this transformation has happened in the last 10 years. Manufacturing adding up to almost 15 to 16% of our GDP. From being importers, we are now exporters, and 10 years of Make in India, the Prime Minister spoke about it, the transformation of India in the last 10 years on the Make in India front. Amitabh Kant spoke to us. Here's that excerpt.